All right, so as I said, I wanted to kind of give you guys a nice update on these Nexen tires, which I use these all winter long. I studded them. You can see still quite a bit of tread in the back here, especially. The front is obviously a little worn more because of the whole turning stuff. But I will say these tires did really great in the winter. The only, I think, drawback I would say is when it got really fluffy white snow, like powder. I don't know, either the tread design or what, they kind of floated. But you see I still have quite a bit of meat left on these tires, and these are the fronts, which I actually originally had them up front, rotate them to the back. Didn't like, there was something weird the way the car was handling, so I put them back in the front. Probably should have just left them in the back because of the whole rotation. But like I said, sorry, let me get a camera here for you guys. The gyro and the gimbal's not working so well. But anyways, but yeah, so I probably should have left these tires in the back and put the proper 10,000 miles between rotation, because like I said, I don't know, let me see if you guys can see this actually. So if I can zoom in a little closer here, get real close, knock some of this dirt off. So you can kind of see, if you look right here where it kind of worn out, you know, or it's like feathered away. And then if you go to the back here, you'll see the difference that I'm talking about. So if you look right there, you can kind of see there's still the swipes or sipes. You can also see there's a lot more meat on these tires. Now granted, this car, even though it's all-wheel drive, it is a front-wheel drive bias system, and only kicks the rear's end when it really needs to. So anyway, so I think that's why the rear tires have more meat, because they're not being used as much. But other than that though, I mean, did really well. I will say I only got stuck twice, and it was my fault. First time, I was trying to park the car in really deep snow. I thought, I drive a Volvo, you know, all-wheel drive, should be able to get out of it. But the snow was like up to here, so when I plowed it out of the way, the snow that was under the car turned into a sheet of ice, or like a big chunk of ice. So I kind of like high centered. So that really wasn't the tire's fault, because with me and a couple people pushing the car, it just slid right, or it gripped right out of there. The other time was driving through some deep snow out in the backcountry, and same thing. I forgot to turn the traction control off, so it was like, you know, the brakes were biting, trying to gain traction, because the way this all-wheel drive system works, sunk the car. But towed out, no problem. So went back there, turned the traction control off, plowed right through. So I said my only drawback I would say to these tires is that when it gets like fluffy, like really fluffy white snow and kind of deep, they get a little like I don't know, floaty, squirrely. But other than that, yeah, they work pretty good. So definitely recommend these for if you guys live up north or where it snows pretty good. These are the Nexen Winguard WinSpike 3s, and I definitely recommend getting them studded.